Hello little gardeners, have you ever wondered how plants grow? It's a magical journey. Let's meet Sammy the seed, who will take us on his adventure. Sammy is a tiny seed, but he has big dreams of becoming a beautiful plant. He can't wait to start growing tall and strong. Sammy knows that plants need special things to grow. They need sunshine to give them energy. The sun helps Sammy make his food through a process called photosynthesis. They need water to drink. Water helps Sammy stay hydrated and carry nutrients throughout his body. And they need soil, which is like food for plants. The soil provides Sammy with essential minerals and a place to anchor his roots. Are you ready to learn how Sammy grows? Let's go! Plants are like us, they need food to grow big and strong. They get their food from the soil. Soil has yummy nutrients that plants love. Plants also need sunlight. Sunlight helps them make food in their leaves. This process is called photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, plants use sunlight to turn carbon dioxide and water into food, and guess what else plants need? Water. Water helps them take up the food from the soil and move it all around. Different plants have unique needs. For example, cacti need very little water, while ferns love shady, moist places. Now that we know what plants need, let's see how Sammy uses these ingredients to grow. One sunny day, a kind gardener planted Sammy in the soil. The soil was warm and cozy, just like a blanket. Sammy felt safe and snuggled down in his new home. The gardener gave him a gentle watering every morning. Every day, the gardener checked the soil moisture to make sure it wasn't too dry or too wet. The gardener also made sure Sammy got plenty of sunlight by adjusting his position in the garden. "Welcome home, Sammy," said the gardener. "Grow big and strong." Sammy was excited. He knew just what to do. Section 4. Germination, Sammy sprouts. Deep down in the soil, Sammy began to grow. He used the water and nutrients from the soil to give him energy. Enzymes in the seed started breaking down stored food into usable energy. He stretched his tiny roots deeper into the ground. Hormones like auxins helped guide the growth of his roots. Then, something amazing happened. Sammy sprouted a tiny shoot that pushed up through the soil. "Hooray!" shouted Sammy. "I'm growing!" He popped his head above the soil and saw the bright sun for the first time. The sun felt so good. Sammy's shoot grew taller, reaching for the sky. As Sammy continued to grow, he developed leaves that would help him make his own food through photosynthesis. Sammy went through different stages of development, from a tiny seedling to a young plant ready to face the world. Section 5. The parts of a plant. Let's explore how each part helps the plant grow. The roots anchor the plant and absorb water and nutrients from the soil. The stem supports the plant and transports water and nutrients to different parts. The leaves use sunlight to make food through a process called photosynthesis. Flowers are important for reproduction. They attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. Pollinators help transfer pollen from one flower to another, which is essential for making seeds. Once pollinated, flowers produce seeds. These seeds can grow into new plants, and those seeds will grow into more plants, continuing the cycle of life. Isn't that amazing? Let's explore different types of plants. There are so many kinds of plants in the world. Some plants grow in the desert, while others grow in the rainforest. Some plants are tiny, and some are huge. Each plant is unique and has its own way of growing. Let's learn about some amazing plants and how they survive in their environments. In the desert, we have cacti. They store water in their thick stems to survive long periods without rain. Their spines help protect them from animals and reduce water loss. Meanwhile, in the lush rainforests, we find towering trees like the kapok tree. These giants compete for sunlight by growing tall and spreading their leaves wide. The rainforest is also home to fascinating plants like the Venus flytrap, which catches insects to get nutrients that the soil lacks. In the underwater world, we have seaweeds. They don't have roots like land plants but use holdfasts to anchor themselves to rocks. They get nutrients directly from the water around them. Even in cold environments, plants like the Arctic willow manage to thrive. They grow close to the ground and have fuzzy leaves to conserve heat and protect against the cold winds. From deserts to rainforests, underwater to icy tundras, plants have adapted in incredible ways to survive and flourish. Isn't nature just amazing? Stay tuned to learn more about the wonderful world of plants. Did you know that some plants can eat insects? Or that there are plants that can live for thousands of years? Plants are full of surprises. Let's discover some fun and interesting facts about plants that will amaze you. First up, the Venus flytrap. This incredible plant has jaw-like leaves that snap shut when an insect lands on them. The plant then digests the insect to get nutrients that it can't find in the soil. Isn't that wild? Next, let's talk about the ancient bristlecone pines. These trees can live for over 5,000 years, making them some of the oldest living organisms on Earth. Imagine all the history they've witnessed. Ever heard of the sensitive mimosa plant? When you touch its leaves, they fold up as if by magic. This is a defense mechanism to protect itself from harm. And how about the giant sequoia trees? These majestic giants can grow to be over 300 feet tall and have trunks that are so wide, cars can drive through tunnels carved into them. Lastly, let's not forget about the Rafflesia arnoldii, also known as the corpse flower, because of its smell. This plant produces the largest individual flower in the world, which can be over 3 feet in diameter. From insect-eating traps to ancient trees and giant flowers, plants never cease to amaze us with their incredible abilities and adaptations. So next time you're out in nature, take a closer look. You never know what fascinating plant you might discover.